Hello everyone. So guys, let's talk about the VAT. So it turns out that midnight, the Minister of Finance in Okondongwana decided to reverse the 0.5% VAT increase that's supposed to kick off on the 1st of May 2025. I mean, all of us have been embracing this and dreading it at the same time and very upset that somebody would want to do something like this to us, especially these times of harsh economic conditions with tariffs and trade wars and all of that stuff going on. And then the ANC comes and slaps South Africans initially with 2% VAT increase. Of course, the DA, the EFF, the MK, and all the other political parties said, no ways, this is not going to happen. And so it was revised. They came back and they said it's going to be at 0.5% in 2025 and another 0.5% in 2026, making it 1%. As if that was going to be any difference, because it was still going to hit the poorest of this country the harshest. So clearly, we have a political party that is no longer the party of the people. It's more like we've squandered money and now you're going to have to pay for it type of situation. Corruption runs rampant. I just read somewhere where the DA stopped a 13 billion rand corruption deal. 13 billion rand. So that 13 billion rand, once it had, let's say, it gone through this corruption act, that means sometime later we were going to have to pay the price for it when they come and increase the VAT again. So we are having a situation in this country that clearly shows that the people of this country don't matter. The only time that we matter is when we go to vote. I mean, we are seeing it with illegal foreign nationals that they don't care about. Right now, they're busy parading and charading and saying, hey, look how many people we are arresting a day, 1,000, because now we got technology that is working. And we are arresting drivers, taxi drivers that are charging 350 rand to smuggle people into South Africa. Listen, until you build a wall or put more crocodiles, then we're just talking. There's got to be action, and I'm talking harsh action that is going to let us buy into the story that they're trying to sell to us. So, anyways, going back to the VAT, value added tax, turns out that, of course, the DA came out to say without them, Gondongwana wouldn't have withdrawn or reversed the value added tax at midnight while we were asleep. So we're back to 2016 where we wake up in the morning and there are decisions that are taken on our behalf. South Africa, what's the color of your problem for real? Well, what's the color of your problem? In case you're wondering why I'm whispering, I am in the offices. I'm waiting to have a meeting. So, a very serious meeting. And so I can't make too much noise and disturb people that work here. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that, yeah, the VAT increase has been reversed. But the question is, since it was a law already, shouldn't they start a process of repealing it? Because you can't just have a bill. No, there's got to be a bill that is developed to repeal the VAT. And if that's the case, that means we are going to pay VAT come 1st of May. Come 1st of May, we are going to pay. That is if parliamentary process is followed, where now they have to table a bill to withdraw or to repeal the 0.5%, which is now a law. Okay, anyways, I don't want to confuse myself or confuse you, but an economist was spoken to by the SABC, and
Start with your initial reaction when you found out that this decision has been made. Were you surprised?
No, I was not surprised, but I was just worried about how they're going to deal with it. And with the statement issued by the National Treasury, which came out immediately after midnight, yeah, it was really reassuring then that they've taken this position despite the challenge about what to do with the revenue shortfall of 75 billion rands or more. And that's the interesting part, that at least they are already applying their minds to this. It had to happen because they needed the money, and the VAT is the easiest way to raise revenue. It does not need too many steps. However, the question was, how will the government deal with the service delivery issues there? Because this 75 billion rands, which is now going to be a shortfall, where will the money be taken
and that's
from?
Where, and that's where I'd like to bring you in, Prof, as somebody who knows economics and business. Where would you advise the finance minister to go? He was saying that there's no other way. He told South Africans that there's no other alternative. So to reverse this 0.5 percentage point means there are other alternatives. What are they?
That is where the problem is, because it means the portfolio committee, which deals with these things, will have to really apply their minds. And you must remember, next year is the local government elections. So any amount of money they try to get from anywhere else, the people there will complain.
Yeah, South Africa, keep pressing. Keep pressing your boot on that evil, corrupt political party that wants to see us all fall. Editing CD here, I just realized that there was a court hearing during this week regarding the VAT, and the DA and the EFF had taken the Minister of Finance to court. I think the reason, or probably the reason why the Minister of Finance withdrew or reversed the value added tax, maybe because he might have found out that the court ruled in favor of the DA and the EFF. So can you imagine if the court of law tells the government that this 0.5% VAT increase is unjustifiable, it's an injustice? What is that going to do to the ANC's fan base or voter base? It's going to be interesting to see going forward. All right, back to the video. So keep pressing. Every time they try something, we need to stand up. We need to question it. And all these stooges that voted, don't forget them. Remember, they celebrated when the VAT thing went through. They celebrated. Don't forget that. Know those political parties and don't vote for them ever again, because they don't care about you. You see, they are defeated. This shows that they were wrong to begin with. Don't vote for them. Don't make that mistake. Anyways, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.